Ryan, get your coaster.
You
can go for it. So this is the post show.
Yeah.
Last call. Welcome. And Max Crumpy's here. Hello. Were you down there the whole podcast?
Actually, all of the podcasts.
Did you get covered in
I was
any
waiting.
of the mess?
All
or
the
any of
glass.
that?
A little bit, yeah, but you know, it's for the joy.
Nice.
Right.
You know,
You're very smoky.
for the benefit of
Max.
being here.
You've got a very smoky smell to you.
No, I'm just
Sucking
trying
on
out
them-
a little bit
sucking
new
on them
cologne,
cancer
you know?
sticks.
That barbecue cologne.
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
Not quite barbecue.
Yeah.
More a menthol barbecue.
Yeah.
Yum.
Max usually smokes cocaine.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
it's-
glad
I mean,
it took
yeah,
you 4
like-
tries to get to Max.
Did I say
Max.
I was like, I'm pretty sure his name's Max.
That's actually what it says on my birth certificate. Yeah.
Is
You
it
don't have
short?
to see someone have a stutter when writing, but it happens.
It's not short for like Maximilian or something?
No, I literally get asked that all the time, and
Yeah?
it's just
Way to
Max.
contribute to the problem.
I mean, it hurts my feeling.
But then I got that off your shirt, so you should thank me for that.
Yeah, that was his
that
feeling.
works. Thank you.
he's
That
got
old
feelings.
man hair. Oh.
Definitely, it was a little fire. It wasn't an old man.
Max, so your first name is a mess. Just Max.
a mess.
Your,
I would say
your
it's the
last
opposite
name,
of a mess.
Your
It's
last name
concise.
is a huge mess.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Like, what is that about?
It
It looks like
I don't know.
crime.
Yeah,
I think they were like, I guess this sounds right. I don't know. Figure it out.
like Crumkey. Crumkey
Crumkey.
is how
That
it
would've
could be
worked.
spelled.
Yeah.
So is
you've
that the
got some
official
u-
pronunciation is Crumkey?
Yeah, I guess so. But everybody's
it
like, is
what
it
you decide?
Crumkey or Crumkey? And I'm like,
It's the
You
same
just do
thing.
what
Did you
Ricky
say two different
Gervais
things
did
there?
and just
Yeah,
do it
like-
what... Like, Gervais'
No, mine
real
is
name is Gervais, but he's like
da 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 da.
oh,
I
nice,
got it.
Nice, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
the old vanilla.
Vanilla Ice.
I remember it because when I edited a video with Max in it, Jeff called him the crumb cake. And so I just called him and I was like, oh, crumb. All right, crumb key. Got it.
I'll take that over MaxiPad.
The crumb cake.
I also
How you
like.
feel on Crumpet?
Crumpet? You know, it could work.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I've also heard Max himself use DJ Crumbles, which I'm a
Yes.
huge fan of. That's
Yeah.
my go-to.
That's actually my EDM,
Yeah.
persona.
Makes sense. So, we just did the podcast, and you're on the post show because you were walking by with a cart of stuff, and I said,
Yeah.
"Hey, be on the post show."
You got
So-
anything cool in that cart? What do you got over there?
A bunch
There's
of
some
science
there's some,
stuff.
like
There's
vials.
science stuff? Yeah.
I saw like
tubes?
Yeah.
tubes.
We're about to do some
Some
science
stuff.
up in here.
You sciencing?
Did I
right
make
here?
our
Are you doing it
resident
right
scientist
here?
is right
Yeah.
here.
Oh my god!
I mean, I've seen you wear a lab coat several times. It's like you're the go-to scientist now.
I mean, yeah. They're like, they
Vials
need a
of-
science boy. That's me.
Science boy.
Dude,
someone
science
to-
boy or hot seat? Get this guy
You were in immersion recently,
on the
right?
spot. On the spot.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's actually come out.
I'm still injured about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was you
Injured.
About the well.
You
something
bribed.
about that.
About the oh right, I did
Yeah.
bribe. I did just win the game by inviting John over my house to play Mario Party.
And then
Oh,
he
he
didn't
gave it
show.
to you?
And then he didn't
Yeah.
show up.
Oh, he was real desperate.
No, but he
for
did
human
on Saturday.
interaction.
Oh, did he?
He did. It was 2 days later.
I thought that was totally just like an on-screen, like, oh, you come over and play, and then like never talk to each other again.
I mean, that's how I felt. I hated it. I didn't
Yeah.
want him at my house. I hate him.
Yeah.
But I said I mean, that was legitimate for the win.
But you're a man of your word.
Right, come
Yeah.
over to my house for Mario Party. And then he canceled that night. And I was like, oh my god, great. I won the game and you didn't come over. Win-win for me.
So when did you start hating his guts?
Probably like a month after he started working here.
That's pretty good,
2
actually.
months? I don't know. Yeah, there's the picture that John tweeted. I won, so I was pretty happy.
11 stars?
Yeah, but it was
Wow.
it was a weird map. A lot of people said that it was a map where everyone in the game started with 5 stars, and the only way you get stars is instead of star locations on the map, there was a chain chomp location, and you'd pay 10 coins to roll 1 die, 20 coins to roll 2, and if you caught someone, you stole their star. So that's the only reason I had 11.
Oh, okay, so you were just chomping.
I was chomping, and there's one chomp on the map that got you 3 blocks.
Oh,
John, in a classic Mario Party fashion, John was winning like 15 turns of the game, and then everything went to shit in the last 5 turns, and I somehow pulled it out.
You know, we may have done one recently.
Not may have, we did.
We
Actually,
did.
the 4 of us, actually,
Yep.
just
Yeah,
shot it.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
I
was
was
there.
there.
Max was hanging out in
I
the
was
background
underneath
somewhere.
the table. Yeah.
Matt was the guy with the hat with eyes.
Yeah.
Did you go Matt?
Matt, yeah, Matt.
It's
Also
Max.
Matt.
I gotta go back to this. M-A-X.
Matt Lumpty.
really
you
having an
either
issue with
called
that.
him Matt or Matt and just didn't finish because there was definitely no.
I think I was just M.A.
I think it
Yeah,
might have
I'm
just
trying
been
to shorten
Matt.
a one-syllable name.
That was when I called Jeremy Jerry.
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 I was like,
what's up,
Jerry!
Wait, that's
A lot of weird shit happened in that. You called me Jerry. I drank Gavin's water.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
A huge bottle of
He
water.
called me
Gavin
Jerry.
put down a
No
giant
shame.
bottle of-
Inexplicably, you got that bottle of water because you would have had to go through me to get it.
No, what happened?
Here's,
By
no,
my leg.
here's what happened. It's when we took the break. We shot 20 turns. It was 2 parts. We did 10 parts for part 1, 10 turns for part 1, 10 turns for part 2. You and Gavin left to go to the bathroom or whatever during the break when we were like changing the footage and stuff. And Jeremy, he was all the way on the right side of the couch. He got up, walked all the way past the couches, walked past me, he was looking for his water, walked behind the couches, and is like, where is my water? I had it right here. And I was still sitting there. I went, is that it right there? Where Gavin was sitting. And Jeremy goes, oh yeah, that's it. Grabs it, and then proceeded to
Yeah,
drink
because
it
what
all.
happened is I was like, I had a water. I don't know where it is. And so I walked over to my desk, assuming I just left it on my desk because we were on the couches. And it wasn't at my desk. So then when I saw the water, instead of my brain going, you didn't put a water there, my brain started going, how could you have put a water there? And for
Even
me,
Jeremy,
it was
he's like, I don't know how I did it, but I
you
did
qualified
it.
it somehow.
Yeah, I was
Shoved
like,
it.
I sat here when we were setting it up and testing everything. I must have put my water down here and then forgot about it.
Also,
Just-
I was gone for like 5 minutes. The water bottle was like this big. I drank this much, and it was gone before I even.
Yes.
It was like you drunk the entire thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best part about that is, in the middle of Mario Party, there were 3 bottles of water. I had one, you had one, and Gavin had one. Mine went from my desk, which was right next to me, to right next to me on the floor. Like, it was mine. There was no miscommunication there. Jeremy was looking for his water bottle, found the one on the floor, was like, this must be mine. You in the middle of part 2 was like, where is my water? And I'm like, was it right there? And you're like, yeah, it was right there. And I go, Jeremy drank it. So then Jeremy's
As
like,
I was finishing.
So then Jeremy's like, well, where'd my water bottle go? And the only water bottle left was on your desk. But you're
Well,
like,
I didn't put it
but you
there.
were like, that's not mine. So that must have been Jeremy's. Somehow made it on your
Somehow.
desk, and he drank yours instead. Crazy.
Just
You know,
all
I'm
came
glad
apart,
we're
yeah.
I'm glad we're addressing the real issues
The
that
water
we're
issue.
talking about here.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
water
I
thing.
need
This
to
is
know.
a hard-hitting
I need to know.
podcast,
Yeah.
man.
It is,
Matt.
yeah.
But in terms of Mario,
Matt,
Matt?
Jim.
No, just Matt.
Matt.
Meh.
Matt.
Meh.
Ma.
Max, I want you to know that I do know your name.
Oh,
He just
I'm
can't
glad.
properly communicate it.
he really had to concentrate.
If you
kind of-
inception him, you'll find it in there.
Are you negging me?
No. I always want to give you compliments. Like, just straight up compliments. Like, hey, Max, nice face today.
Thanks.
Straight
Yeah,
up
but when you
compliment,
say
yeah.
that, it kind of sounds like that's not what you really mean.
Yeah, he's
No,
like
it is,
that.
though.
Oh,
There's no
nice,
second
nice
layer.
face today.
I'm just.
Meaning, fuck
This
you,
is some
ugly.
British, yeah, like weird, like double meaning stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
like-
kind of like how when they call women love, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm putting you down. Like,
Yeah.
all right, love. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Take it
idiot.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
nice face
idiot
today. I like to
woman.
put my tea in it.
Yeah.
Or Einstein. Einstein was a smart guy, but when you call someone Einstein,
I call people
Not nice.
I say
It's not
I say
good, yeah.
genius a lot.
yeah.
Oh, great move, genius.
Yeah.
I feel like you say that
Genius
to
move.
Lindsay a lot.
Yeah, I do. It's
You do call Lindsay a genius.
whoever it's applicable at any time.
You know how Lindsay's an insane lunatic in Mario Party and she makes the most absurd decisions?
Yes.
Does that transfer into regular life
Sometimes.
with her decisions?
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
mean you've
wow.
been there for that before.
Well, I mean, not that much.
You were there when I had to call a locksmith to get the
Oh,
fucking
I
door
was there
open.
for that, yeah.
And that seemed like a pretty insane decision.
I was drunk though.
Still insane though.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
what-
flirting with
yeah.
danger. Sooner
You
or later,
are.
this
You
will go.
are.
Shit, locked out of your house?
Lindsay got wasted when we were swimming at a pool in our apartment forever ago, and she went back early because she felt sick, and we are like, oh, we'll catch up in 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes she went back, locked the door, and then locked the deadbolt, which there's no key to, went into the back room and passed out asleep, so we couldn't get in the apartment.
We told the story and
Actually-
it was animated.
I take that back. She didn't lock the deadbolt because that's how the guy could get into it. She only locked
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
lock,
say if the
but,
deadbolt was
but
locked,
only
it's
she had
fucked.
the keys, so I had no keys because she took them with her.
What's
so
funny
the guy had to
is
pick
that
the lock.
that got animated fully into a whole piece.
Yep.
But I have video of it. I have like the real event.
We
I
should put
found
that
it on my
out.
phone.
We should put that out.
Yeah. Like, it's just funny when the animation comes out before the video.
It's like 3.5 years old. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
there's
there-
the animation.
There's the locksmith.
Oh yeah,
uh,
and then Kara showed up.
Then you'll have to show them what it looked like. In reality, it will be so much more disappointing. Like,
I mean, it won't. It's pretty accurate. This is it. This is what happened. The fucking locksmith showed up. Kara showed up because she was giving Gavin a ride. The locksmith's working on the door, and Kara's behind the guy. Not exaggerating, the guy's name was Davis. I remember this. This is a fact. I remember this because the guy's picking the lock, and Kara's going, "Come on, Davis, you can do it. Give me a D. Give me an A." And I'm like, "Kara, shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Just
Look,
let the guy open the door."
Probably brightened his
That
day.
happened. That was real.
That may be happening right now.
Is that the video?
This is the video. It's the logo. It's in.
Is that Michael wearing a pink
You're wearing a
Ranger?
Power Ranger suit.
Pink
Yeah,
Ranger?
Pink Power Rangers.
Yeah, I wore that for Halloween 2011. And then I also kept the shirt, and clearly I was just wearing
See,
it.
you're lucky that that top deadbolt wasn't locked, because when mine was and I got locked out of my apartment, the guy just kicked the door in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did not have to do that.
He kicked it with his foot.
But I mean,
How did you get locked out with the top one locked?
Wait,
I think
There's
my
a cat.
cat jumped up and hit the deadbolt.
No,
but did you have to pay for that? Because if you need somebody to just try to kick in your door, my neighbors will do it.
No,
for
my
free.
apartment complex
Your neighbors.
made me
They do it.
replace the frame.
how much did that cost you?
I think they made me pay like, it wasn't that much. It was like $60 or something.
For
I
kicking a
mean,
door in?
the locksmith cost me like $150 or
Yeah.
something. I was pretty pissed
He
off.
just
about
he
that.
tried a bunch of shit too, and he was like, "Well, there's one more option." I was like, "What's that?" And he just went.
Did he do the reveal like that?
Yeah.
Like when you said what's the option, he didn't tell you. He just did it.
He just did it.
All right, so this is me pounding on the door. Also, Gavin and
this
I are
for-
we're wasted at this point.
I don't know if what happens. I think you try and thump on it a few times.
And then like one of my neighbors was yelling at me.
Yeah.
Because I was just pounding. And
Oh, this is
pounding
where I
and
was like,
pounding on
just
the door.
bash it, Michael. Just bash it. And then you're like getting a run up, taking. This is the run up.
This is my first
you're gonna try
apartment
to
I
kick-
ever lived in.
You're gonna kick it.
No.
Oh no!
It goes on for minutes. It's like a 4-minute video of us just. What do we do? What do we do next?
What happened, what we did was, because I didn't have my keys, I didn't even have the gate clicker to open the gate to leave my complex. Gavin and I walked to the gate, we climbed over the fence, and we walked to the Rooster Teeth office. I went on my computer, in Achievement Hunter, and I got a locksmith on the internet.
I feel like
And then we hopped back over the fence, walked back over there, and just waited for
I
it.
stayed with you for most of it.
You
I think.
did
I
almost the
should've just
entire
left,
thing.
Really.
Almost the entire thing.
I think
My
I
favorite
stayed
part
like
was
another 2 hours.
Through just my anger and rage, I sobered up because I had
Yeah.
to deal with all this shit. But Gavin was just kind of like there. So I
I
remember.
was like, blast it, Michael.
yeah,
Bash it.
I
Bash
remember
the door
coming
down.
back from the office after the locksmith. We had to jump the fence again to go back into the apartment complex. And I remember climbing the fence, getting on top, and then jumping over. And I looked back, and Gavin climbed the fence. He got up top to where he was gonna like hump over, and went like, huh, yeah, and just literally fell off the fence onto the ground on the other side. And I was like, "So you're still drunk, huh?"
Oh yeah, I'd have you.
And you were like, "Whoa, I didn't make it."
that was good times.
Then you couldn't. I remember the locksmith showed up. You stayed until literally the door was open.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure.
You wanted to make sure.
I really didn't. I was
And
just
you
like,
were
this
like,
is fun. I'll hang out.
Then at some point though, after we got into the house, you were leaving, and you were like, "I had a beer. Where is it?" And I remember you couldn't find your drink for like 20 minutes, and it was on the railing outside. Like you left.
Oh yeah.
You left and went home. And I think the next day I walked out of my apartment. I was like, "Oh, there's his drink," and it was sitting on the fucking railing on the 3rd floor.
Why did you have to go to Achievement Hunter to use a computer?
What do
Yeah,
you
that's a
mean?
good question.
Gavin used his phone to videotape this going down.
I don't remember. I know. I
Right,
know.
we'd had a few, all right?
We had a few. And
Not
also,
twice.
I know for a fact.
You had
I
the
didn't-
LG
I didn't have a
chocolate.
smartphone. I had a fucking LG chocolate. So the answer to that question would be Gavin.
Could be. It could be
Sucks.
that predates iPhones, but I don't.
No, it sure didn't.
Think
It
it
didn't
did.
predate iPhones. It was iPhone 5. No, actually, it was 4S.
So you could have
4S
looked up a
was
locksmith
that.
on your phone.
I got the
I've had,
phone.
I've had
right
an
there,
iPhone
yeah.
the entire time I've been in this country. I've had
Yeah.
an iPhone.
No, you must have had something, but I don't know. It was probably honestly just because it took 2 seconds to get to the office, and it was across the street.
Over the gate.
Yeah, but I also jumped that gate like a million times before. I did it all the time. I would jump the gate because it was faster than waiting and going through the other gate.
I think the reason we never put up the video is because it shows the number on your door.
That's probably it.
From
But
when
now
you
I
actually
don't give a
still
shit.
live
So
there.
now we
Yeah.
should actually do it. Ray jumped that gate every day coming to work because he didn't feel like going through the actual like car gate. That
Like
was
an extra 10 feet?
yes,
Or-
yeah.
okay,
Basically, it was like you could walk just that way into the corner of the complex and hop the gate, or you'd have to walk like all the way that way, go out the gate, then come back down the
Yeah,
street.
there was actually at one point there was this piece of rebar
Yup,
sticking
I was
out
just
the
gonna
ground,
mention that.
and he almost impaled
No,
himself.
no,
didn't he?
that was Mike Kroon.
Oh, Mike Kroon.
Mike Kroon, when he was an intern and he was staying with me,
Yeah, it was
he
Mike.
hopped the gate in the morning and there's this fucking like 3-foot piece of rebar just sticking out of the ground, and he tripped like jumping over the
oh,
fence,
shit.
and he landed like this, like with the bar like here. And
Like
he's
perfect
"Oh,
horror
I
movie
almost
style."
died. He was telling me about it. Yeah, yeah, that was Mike.
What a calamity.
What a guy.
Yeah.
How about you, Max? You got anything exciting to talk about? Any like vile
Ever been
stories?
locked out? Ever been
or-
impaled?
I have jumped a few fences in my life, but not any sort of rebar impalement that I can come to think of. So that's my story. Hope you enjoyed it.
Was I closer than you thought? Because you
A little
turned
bit,
and then
little
backed
bit,
up
yeah,
at the
little
same
bit,
time. It was
yeah.
a simultaneous motion.
Yeah. No, we used to climb into the ceiling at both the high school and college that I went to.
Or just like
And
rummage around in the vents?
Well, yeah, like there
Like
was
the
like
drop
a whole
ceiling or-
like area
You
where you
can't
could
really climb in a
explore.
drop ceiling.
No. Well,
No way. it'll
What did
support
it
you.
have?
well, there was like the choir rooms, so like you could stand on those.
So you had like rafters to stand on.
No, you just have to kind of like maneuver over like the drywall and hope that nothing like fell through. It wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
So this was like framing for drywall, and then you just stood on that?
Well, yeah, and then like on the top of like whatever sort of like soundproof room, recording room, or anything. Yeah, we did find like a wild cherry Pepsi from like 1999, and this was like in
I bet that was
2007,
tasty.
and it was
How
like,
was
how
it?
the fuck did this get up there?
Wild.
Someone built it.
Did you leave anything up there for the future use?
Oh yeah, I did. We left like an entire,
DNA.
like yeah,
that
well
like a
DNA
book
of
up there?
course.
A vanilla cherry Dr. Pepper. I left.
Or a big book of how to lick pussy?
I think it was a big sign that was just like full of terrifying notes, and I would not have written that book.
Right.
No, but you
But,
might have
uh,
had it though. You're like, I don't need this.
I don't need it anymore.
Leave it right up here.
No, at that point I wasn't prepared to give up, give
Okay.
up trying.
Okay.
But it still might have worked. But it just could never really lick that pussy. Can't really happen. Not for everybody. That's the main.
It's
main
not
goal.
for the half of the gay couples of Modern
I
Family.
thought you were gonna like,
Oh no! That's the least flattering.
That was
comparison
all
I've ever
the
received.
on the spot comments.
Yeah, they were like
Patrick
so glad.
and Max were the gay couple from Modern Family. Who Patrick, not a bad comparison.
Well, yeah.
Max kind of
Could see it, yeah.
not a compliment.
Not a
compare him
compliment.
to the other guy.
Max
Yeah.
doesn't have the
Cam.
correct mass for that role.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, but that's the other thing is that John came up afterwards and he was like, I was like telling him, like, yeah, it's funny because, they said like, oh, like, so glad they got the couple from Modern Family to be on and like all this other stuff. And then John was like, yeah, but you're not as fat as him. And I was like, that's the example of a statement that doesn't necessarily make me feel better.
Who am I as fat as John?
Where are we on the fatness meter? Yeah, and there was also a fat Jeremy Renner and a slightly fatter Adam Kovic. So
Dude, Adam Kovic
Internet-
is like Adam
Internet wants me to
Kovic.
go on a
is like
treadmill.
Kovic is the
Why can't you just look
prime
like you?
male. Everyone looks like Adam Kovic.
Yeah, Kovic's like the
Kovic is
original
compared
white guy.
to every single person at this company. Jeremy looks like Adam Kovic. Bernie looks like Adam Kovic.
So
Max looks like
is
Adam
like
Kovic.
if you start a video game, the default character
I
is
guess.
Adam
I
Kovic.
guess.
Kovic.
Literally,
So-
half the people at this company look like Adam Kovic.
I don't think I do.
So if we're all the sorority
Not yet.
girls wearing like the same outfits, then like is Adam Kovic like the the popular girl, and like we're all like
Yeah,
like,
he's like
that's
the
slightly
I guess so,
fatter,
yeah.
okay.
He's setting
Well,
the
at least we know.
trend.
Well, I'll have to work on it, I guess.
yeah. You just
His
grow
beard,
this out.
gotta get the
That's
beard.
never
it's
happening.
gross.
It
Grow
only
this
goes here.
out.
Yeah,
You
me
cut
neither.
this kind of short, and then you
This
just
is like
look
a week
tired.
right
Yeah.
here.
You have the same facial hair situation?
There he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's
Oh, there's
default.
you. There's you when you lost a couple pounds.
Yeah, that was me.
Open your mouth. Now look right.
Fucking
Oh my
dying.
god.
It's getting more zoomed in.
That was I like broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do
Good
work.
job.
Yeah. No, you can't grow a
Too
beard
bad
either, huh?
we break
No,
shit
not
all over
really.
their set.
Not really.
How much can we pay you? Maybe
Nothing.
$100.
Nothing.
To Just grow facial hair for
Nothing.
6 months. Oh, it's bright.
It's
Oh,
bright.
That's
Hey,
the
I
fuck
also should mention, even though this is coming out on Sunday, for first members, hey, go watch Theater Mode because I forgot to talk about it.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Off
yeah,
Topic. So Off Topic ended. They ran the outro, and then they ran the clip that I never talked about that they told me to talk about right before the show started. So
Stuff
my bad.
happens.
Surprise.
I mean, it's been out for days at this point. Obviously, you've already watched it, but go check out Surf Nazis.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And,
Yeah.
and don't
Alright.
punch pumpkins.
Yeah. Don't do that.
It got a little. It got a little.
That's
out
why
of
they're
hand.
throwing us out.
All right,
pretty
I'm
low.
gonna eat
Just
some
like the
food.
lights.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
I guess I'm gonna head out too.
Someone,
Love it.
someone
I'm
left
gonna
their
set up-
glass on the. Someone